And hello! Welcome everybody. We're here to make a Fursona. I've tricked you all. I have tricked you all. If anybody was actually excited for me to make like an actual Fursona, I am disappointing you. But we're making something akin to a furry, I would say. Hello everybody. Hello, Siphon RGB. Comet, Div, Pyro, welcome Space Dragon, welcome. Galanor, Tiso, hey folks, everybody's here. Fox Overlord, welcome. How y'all doing tonight? Did the SCP image save or was progress lost? Oh yeah, last stream ended very suddenly as my computer literally blue screened. I'm actually really scared of this happening this stream. So I'll just put it out there at the beginning. The computer's been fine since. I've tried to run every type of diagnostic for like drivers, memory. Everything seems to be fine. So it might just be a random occurrence. But yeah, if my stream suddenly goes down, it's a blue screen of death, and I don't know why it happens. But hopefully not. I've been using the computer for most of the day and nothing has happened. So I think it should hopefully be fine. Might have been like a one-off random occurrence, hopefully. Makes me self-promote. I got a self-promotion to do. Now I can finally officially, even though you guys probably guessed it by all the promos.
with naked mole rats.
Thank you so much, Spacey. Yeah, we I have been able to finally reveal that I have been working on the Book of Bill book. That's redundant. Yeah, the reason why a few months ago I kind of had a stream hiatus for quite some time, like must be like 6 months ago or so. You remember that I didn't stream for a bit. It was around the November or so, October, November. Yeah, that is because I was working on this book. That was a lot of work because I did 20 something images and 3 full pages of images. It's a lot. There are many illustrations made by me in that book. Also, many other cool artists. There's Trevor Henderson is in there as well. But many others. Hot Fursona in the making. Whoa, stop the presses. I never said hot. Just Derek, thank you for the follow. Remember to save every time you look at chat. I mean, it's fine. I got autosaves. The image I was working on last stream, it's, I lost like 5 minutes of work. It wasn't a big deal. Managed to redo that pretty quick. Someone will find it hot. It's the internet. I hope not. I really hope not, and you'll see why. Hey, Velcro. Your computer has blue screen of death only once. It's true. Trying to play Minecraft. You play the evil Minecraft mod. It was what's the name of the Minecraft? I forget now. The Minecraft creepypasta. Hero Brian or Hero Brin. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, that was Hero Brin. Everything you draw is hot, so why wouldn't the Fursona be? You'll see. Instead of being a human-shaped animal, it'll be an animal-shaped human. I like to see all your guesses, because all of them have been wrong. Kaiser, thank you for the follow. You have googly eyes on hand? I've reached 50k. Hell yeah, I got googly eyes on hand. I'll pack them. Hey, Redsies. Okay, let me actually explain. We got a googly eye IRL. Oh, it didn't pop up, so that must be broken. But yeah, we got googly eye IRL. Um, before that, I will explain what I'll actually do today, because I know y'all are really. I will explain a little bit of it, but this is actually an idea that I've had for a while. Uh, I figured it would be funny to present it as a furry thing because it actually has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with the furry community, but I've baited you. This is actually the idea is a virus that transmits from humans to animals or vice versa, and that steals some of the DNA from its first host and passes it along to the next host and creates a cancer there. So imagine if you could take like teratoma, like a cancer that forms different tissues and stuff, and you could spread that to a completely different species. So what we're doing is, in the definition of a furry, it's an anthropomorphic animal, but in the very, very, very literal sense, we're taking an animal and we're injecting human DNA into it. So it is a fursona of sorts. And that's why I said I hope nobody finds it hot, because the picture is literally gonna be a dog. So that would be disturbing. Cancer that turns you into a furry. Yeah, exactly like rat ear comments. Rat ear is the inspiration, one of the inspirations for this. A person animal, exactly. Hadji, how you doing? Good to see you. The Lucifer human. You would get the furry cancer? No, don't get the furry cancer. Designated furry by science. Okay. Before we start, first I gotta let Bean out. I think he wants to go. He recently, like, the timer was a little bit late on the stream because I left the room and suddenly I found Bean puke on the floor. It's like, oh shit. So hopefully he's not feeling bad or anything. So I'll let him out in case he actually needs to do something urgent, and I will get the glue for the googly eyes because I don't have that on hand either. So I will be right back. Just a minute. Well, good news is Bean seems to be fine. Bad news is I don't know where the fuck I put the glue, or somebody put it, because we just moved, so things are still being reorganized and shit. But I do have the shitty glue. Shitty, I mean, it'll last the stream, but I gotta find the good glue at some point. It's just some paper glue. Okay. Let me catch up with chat. Medical diagnosed with terminal furry. Movie homework Blood Glacier with an Earth virus in the Arctic turns animals and people into mutants because it takes DNA from another species. Oh, that sounds like a pretty similar idea. That's cool. Share stream. Okay. Where should I put the googly eye? I don't have a background right now. So I guess most of the places I can put this googly eye are in my objects that I use. Could do another one on the headphones. We currently have the big ones, and we have two small ones on each of these corners. Now I wonder, could we fit another googly eye on here? Oh, I have an idea. I think it might look pretty cool if the next few googly eyes we just like fill the edges around it, because there's like flat edges right around here. So we can just fill those with googlies of different sizes, kind of make a biblically accurate headphones. How about that? What do you guys think? Let's start with the one. Okay. And it's big enough that we can put some like decently big googly eyes. That's good. Okay. Hopefully this will last a stream. Biblically accurate streamer. Exactly. Googly Owl would be proud. Okay. Glue there. Let me stick that. Oh, see you, Kreiser. Have a good lurk. Hope the furry doesn't have weird teeth too. There might be teeth involved. Not against that. Just a little sprinkle of teeth horror. Here we go. Our first googly, and we can fill the entire edge up to here and here. That's a lot of googly space. A lot of googly real estate. Okay, so where were we? We were explaining this horrible body horror thing I've been thinking about. Yeah, okay, so there's a few inspirations. First of them is ear rats, which somebody correctly got in chat. Let me show you ear rat. This is ear rats. They injected the DNA that in humans forms the cartilage in the ear, and they injected that into rats. And the rats would actually grow like ear structures, which is really creepy. So it's a very weird experiment. But it shows that if you actually inject certain parts of the DNA into, and you like integrate that into the DNA of a different animal, it will still like read the instructions, right? We all have the same DNA and the same way of reading it, especially between mammals. We do what we do. So we can learn, I guess. Super viral photo in the early internet. Look at how they massacred my boy. Lend me an ear. Would we technically be able to transplant those? No.
Emoliers. Wait, no, not like that.
No, because they just put in the genes that determine how the ear shape is formed in there, but the ears are still made of, you know, rat cells. So you need ears made of entirely or human genome in like a really good percentage to be able to get something that you could transplant. You'd also need like all the immune system stuff lined up. Hey, Hammy. The rat didn't actually grow the ears, kind of a scaffold that they could graft onto the rat. Oh, I didn't know that. Ethics design is very interesting. I mean, yeah, a lot of things are done to rats. This is just like a flashy one, but they give rats Alzheimer's too. Like, I think that's more fucked up than the ear, like ethically, but it is also a sacrifice that saves a lot of people. So it is ethically, it's very interesting. But yeah, the idea is to mix this. Nictarius, thank you so much for the gift sub. Patrick O'Treat, enjoy your sub. The ear was actually a ear-shaped cartilage structure grown by seeding cow cartilage cells into biodegradable ear-shaped molds and then implanted on the skin of the mouse with an external ear-shaped splint to maintain the desired shape. And the cartilage naturally grew by itself within the restricted shape and size. The splint was removed briefly to take the publicity pictures, which is very controversial.
Reminded of the secret of Nim.
I don't know what the secret of Nim is. But yeah, Ear Rat was one of the inspirations. I kind of want that for like visual vibe. But there's also like, you know, some actual things that happen in real life. There's papillomavirus, which is a virus that you might know from humans. You depending on your country and your age, you're probably vaccinated against it or against some strains of it because it's a virus that causes cancer, right? It's not the only virus that causes cancer. Many do, but some viruses cause cancer because they mess with your DNA and they will, you know, create some damage in the DNA that ends up causing cancer down the line. HPV, human papillomavirus, is a really, like some strains of it really aggressively cause cancer because they really aggressively like mess with your DNA because they sort of want that to grow, right? But if you've ever seen papillomavirus in rabbits, there is a type of papillomavirus in rabbits that causes horns. And this is probably the origin of the jackalope myth. But yeah, it basically started. It usually infects them around the face, and it starts causing, you know, skin cells to mutate and basically do the same thing that horns do, just in like a more disorganized way. Yeah, warts. It's basically like the same as warts in humans, just on another level, different scale. Could have humans with fangs. I love that that's your conclusion. We could have fangs. The possibilities are endless. Secret of Nim is a movie. A movie? They just read that as a movie. A movie by Don Bluth based on the novel Mrs. Frisbee. It's about genetically modified animals that are human level intelligent. Their attempts to keep safe from the science facility that made them and set up their own society. Interesting. Sounds fun. There's already cosmetic dental surgery that can give you fangs. Yeah. People that file their teeth. It sounds painful as hell. never do that. Yeah, the inspirations here are ear-rats, this papillomavirus in rabbits that causes quote-unquote jackalopes, and just like how a lot of viruses work, where they retro-transpose DNA into the host. So there's different methods of this. So I can't give you like a very specific method of how cells do this, but a virus will infect a cell, only certain types of viruses, right? And they will do retrotransposition. They will take their DNA or sometimes RNA, transform it into DNA. There's a whole process, but they will essentially, the endpoint is they take their own DNA and literally insert it. They break apart your own chain of DNA of your cell and insert it there. And then the cell will read that DNA as its own instructions and will start creating more viruses. The code in that DNA is basically a code that tells the cell to create all the proteins and stuff that form the virus itself. So it is basically like hijacking the code. It's also a way that viruses stay hidden. A lot of viruses, they will pop up and then deactivate, sometimes for years or decades, and then they will just come back randomly, right? So if you ever had shingles, I think that's the name in English, right? Where it'll pop up, like usually in a line in your back. I've had those, really painful. Yeah, that's like a reactivated virus that can sometimes take decades to reappear. What does retrotranspose mean? So transposition is when your DNA gets converted into RNA. Retrotransposition is like you're doing the inverse. You're taking RNA and basically doing the same process backwards. You're inserting things into the genome instead of taking things out, taking those instructions out. Your cells, you have DNA, your chromosomes, and they will get transposed into RNA, which are like little floating bits of DNA-ish material, right? They're just like the instructions of a very specific part of your DNA, and those will get translated into proteins and stuff. So when you retranspose, it's just the inverse of that. People get resin extensions stuck to their teeth. It can last a couple months. Interesting. Well, that sounds safer and less painful. I'll vote for that. Yeah, let me get Bean. He's probably ready now. He's been outside, so. He's just walking here very, very slowly. Nope, he's gone. I guess Bean doesn't want to be on stream right now. It's okay, he's shy. He'll pop up later. Bean time will be later. No Bean for now. For the furry stream, of all things. Bro Street dawdling. Duke of Weasels, thank you for the follow. Okay, so here's the idea. We have this virus that can, through this retrotransposition thing, it inserts itself into DNA, but it'll pick up bits of the host's DNA by accident, and when it gets transmitted to the next host, which can be a different species. It will retro-transpose, it will insert bits of the DNA from the previous host into its new host, right? So it'll kind of like chain those. If it goes to different species, it could chain that. But basically, imagine virus has infected a human, and the human has infected their pet. And now you have this dog who's growing like a human hand out of his face. That's the vibe we want to go for. That's my Fursona. No, look, it wouldn't change the entire animal's DNA, because to do that, you would need to infect the entire body of the animal and retro-transpose that bit of DNA everywhere. So it wouldn't quite work like that. But it would be like these rabbits, like wherever it infects, it would kind of create a growth that would start expressing those genes. And if it expresses the genes that creates the hand in humans, it would just be a hand tumor. Kind of like teratoma. The teratoma is like a mixed tumor because this would be different. Yeah, teratoma is a germinal cell tumor, so it's a tumor that affects like basically stem cells that can create a bunch of different tissues, and that's why inside teratomas you can find skin, hair, teeth, even full organs sometimes, or like kind of half-formed organs, because it can create like a bunch of the tissues in the body. In this case, it would only get like, you know, it infected the human, it got a little bit of the DNA randomly that forms, yeah, like the hand, and then when it gets infected to the next host, it expresses the form hand genes. So it could only do this one thing. It couldn't form like every tissue in the body. A cool persona to have. A way of making a chimera, kinda. Is it true that it can form photoreceptors? Teratomas? I haven't heard of that specifically, but quite likely, yeah. Your dog with thumbs. Exactly. Yeah, hi, Yod. Imagine if you could somehow see through them. I mean, you would need to connect those photoreceptors to the brain, so that would be hard. Or the virus would need to have its own kind of brain, but then you couldn't see it. It's only not the virus, the tumor. Yeah, it's quite hypothetical. But yeah, I hope this is a simple enough concept that I can explain it quickly.
Would be the ultimate boost to the canned dog food industry.
It would. Yeah, like trying to explain this whole concept in a single tweet length paragraph will be definitely a challenge, but we will try. We'll see if we can make that work. Dogs that can kiss back. Okay, so my idea is to just find pictures of dogs, and there's basically two main options that we could have on for this specific concept. We could either have the dog, or just like an animal with human parts, which is kind of what I'm leaning with initially. But we could also have the opposite. We could have the human with animal parts. which could also be quite cool. We can have like a face, and I'm kind of imagining like a respiratory virus because those are really common, right? So similar to the rabbits and papillomavirus, it would probably, like, the growth would probably start somewhere around the face and the mouth and nose. Like this area would be where it's affected, but maybe it can go down to the throat, right? Like the tumor could just start in a random place where the virus happens to insert the host DNA, or to the previous host DNA, in a perfect place, and that just starts the whole chain that creates a tumor, right? But yeah, in both cases, I think it would be around the face. It's also like more interesting visuals, I believe. Human with animal parts. I feel like I'm not going to draw that because it's too long of a sketch to fully show it. I was thinking like something in the cheek where there's a like a dog mouth with teeth coming out, sort of like fucked up werewolf vibes. One of both, because I don't have a limited time. But yeah, I'm thinking starting with this, and maybe we could do a second part down the line with a human and animal parts. Or if I feel like the animal with human parts isn't like a strong enough image on its own, maybe like next week in a stream, I can do this one, and we could do it as like a 2-image thing. The dog, which is like an animal. Did I just say that? Sometimes I just say shit. What the dog doing? Animal with human parts says, yeah, I feel like also I do a lot of human faces with stuff growing out of them. I feel like that's kind of like territory I've threaded, right? That's already kind of been done. So this more original, like having an animal. And what I'm sort of thinking is just having a close up of a dog's face, maybe a cat's, but I think a dog's would just give us a little bit more space to work with. And out of the throat, maybe like around here, there's just like a tumor of hands growing out. Just like fingers growing out nonsensically. I thought dogs were mammals, not animals. Are we separating mammals from animals? And the new classification. We need more veterinary horror. That's true. This one's not medical horror, it's veterinary. So, all these dogs look really cute. We don't want a dog that looks really cute. Sadly for this puppy, they're gonna be in pain. Also, it is the furry concept. I'm calling this stream making a fursona. We're making an anthropomorphic animal. If you don't know, anthropomorphic means having human features or being humanized in some way. Anthropo is human, and morphos is form. So this is like the most literal interpretation of anthro. Use hairless dogs. I feel like hairless dogs are already creepy enough. Like I don't wanna make it worse. Oh, have a good mac and cheese, Argo. Okay, a lot of these dogs look too cute. We need to avoid that. We don't want a happy dog or puppy. Or a dog in a cute situation. Like, this is the vibe I'm thinking of. But no puppy. We could do it and we could add this to a puppy, but I feel like that would be cruel somehow. And also another thing that would be great is to have the dog sort of either making a face or like tilting his head maybe, so we can have space to grow the tumor. So like this one for example, it's pretty good because we can take the head and just tilt it a little bit, and the ear is already tilted, so we could create the space for it here. Why all dogs are cute? So cute. Can't have this. So I think I'd rather have a physical background that feels like a place than just like sort of studio background that feels abstract. This is a pretty good dog.
8.
It's what animal isn't cute? Bobbit worm.
It's the canine conspiracy to keep you from doing your Photoshop science experiments.
Oh, that's why you said it before. It entered too fast, didn't you? Coward? No. You ever seen a bobbit worm? It looks so scary. They literally hide in the water and are extremely long. They hide under the sand like this. And pop out their horrible little heads like this. Like, they're awesome. But I wouldn't call this cute. Hey Cedrus. I think you shall be disappointed as an actual furry, but you're welcome to watch our horrible experiments.
I tend to draw the line at cute more something like what I can call a fepis.
That's true. The more eyes, generally, the better, too. The bigger the eyes, I think that's usually a pretty good indicator. Cuteness. She bob it on my worm till I chop a fish in half with my retractable jaw. No, the bobbit worm is named after a lady. Should look up what she did. Okay, let's see. What's up with bobbits? John and Lorena Bobbitt. Their relationship received international press coverage in 1993 when Lorena severed John's penis with a knife. The penis was successfully surgically reattached. Oh. Good for him. Ouch. Spiders used to be on your list. Nope, but now you're actually a huge fan of spiders. For me, it depends on the spider. For me, jumping spiders are the best. I'm gonna show some pictures of spiders. If you don't like that, don't look. Look at them. Look at their little eyes. And I think they're cute because they have big eyes and they're front facing. And they also have big heads. So I think they do little dances. I don't know, they have a lot going on for them. I love jumping spiders, they're great. Not good for him. That sucked. Oh, the guy sucked. Okay, the guy sucked. Okay, not good for him. Moths are really cool, yeah. And there are some really cute moths too. Like the... God, what's its name? The rosy maple moth. Yes. Here it is. Look at the rosy maple moth. Ta-da! Look at this thing. Look at it go. You have one of those in a jar. Let it out. Right back, frag looking motherfucker. She-fogging, yes. Okay. This one is pretty heavily filtered, which I don't love. This like German Shepherd type, pretty good for our needs here. Maybe Huskies as well. Oh, look at this one being pet. Honestly, if we remove this hand and put the tumor here, this is a pretty good photo. I wish it was framed horizontally though. Just don't get a lot of the actual neck of it. This idea is being grabbed to show the tumor. It's kind of closing its eyes. You know, right now we know that it's because it's a puppy being pets and they love that. But for our image, I think it would work quite well as a, you know, a pose. This one though, it would need a bit of work on the background to extend the neck up here. But so far this is my favorite, and we would need to remove the hand because that's where we're putting the tumor. No, good boy. I love when they do this with their tongues. It's so silly. Your hubby has a weevil? Yes. Okay, like, jokes aside, if I actually had a Fursona, it would be a weevil. I know that it technically doesn't have fur, don't at me. All these dogs look too happy, y'all. This is a problem. Draw this man as a weevil. If someone draws me a really good weevil design, I will legit canonize it as my Fursona. We should just use this one. Why not? There's like a tiny hand growing out of the nose. Or a single finger. So it might be good. Kind of an abstract background. We just have space here for the tumor. That might be good. It's kind of blurry though. Not bad. I like the tilted head. To give a space, I'm thinking like here on the left. Your weevil son, I would just be a regular acorn weevil, not even anthro. Just an acorn weevil that learned how to use a computer. Hey, Kept. Oh, you'll be disappointed. It's gonna be body horror. Weevil making art of humans mind controlling bugs. I love that. Yeah, in my first Weevil Personas universe, Megalomorpha would be about humans being mean. And it would literally be like normal human activities, like people collecting bugs and shit. They put us in their bug nets. They stuck pins through us. I should try Bean again. Hopefully he comes this time. Well, here's the thing. I will literally go find Bean wherever he is and bring him with me. I will force him to be on stream. Let's see where he is. I miss Bean. It's him. Still there? Why he wasn't coming? You know where I found him? He was in the kitchen, and he usually doesn't get up in the counters and tables and stuff. He found a dirty plate. He was licking it. He was licking the dirty plate. This little criminal. And I came in like literally, you turn on the lights, and he's looking at you with his huge eyes. He goes, meow. Yeah, yeah. You give me kisses now and you purr to try to make it up. But it will not work. You can't lick dirty plates. As tasty as that looks. Yeah. You can't. Little criminal. If you puke again due to that, that's on you, dude. Prime goblin behavior, absolutely. Ooh, hello, Bean. Old Space, thank you for the follow. Come over. Hop on. Down. There you go. Hope that tongue is not full of food. No, it isn't. It's fine. Okay, I don't think we'll find anything as good as this one. I think this one's just really good. It kind of has the abstract background, which I don't love, but since, you know, they're like hands grabbing it and stuff, it's fine by me. It's easy enough that it doesn't really feel like an abstract background. Okay, so we need to continue this to the right. I'm gonna take all the other doggies and I'm gonna group them up. Oh, you two. We're gonna start working with this. So we can use other bits of the dog to sort of continue some of the texture, since we don't get anything from below the collar. We can use that bit. Little Bean. Criminal. A criminal mastermind. He's really cuddly though. He missed me too. I'm gonna assume. Okay, so this gives us a little bit more fur to work with. But obviously the fur wouldn't go that far back. It would probably stop around here. So I'm gonna use the white in the background, which I think isn't quite white. It's kind of bluish. I think we're gonna need a sort of just an ear, husky ear, to put here. I'm gonna have to transplant that from another picture. There he goes. Off to your little bed, little man. Come down here. Go on. Yeah. No? Come over here. Good cuddles. Yeah. There he goes. Here. Toothbrush. He's too busy kneading. I think shape-wise that more or less works. Oh, he's cozy. He is. He loves being here. Whoa. Sorry, bean cam failure. Trying to focus it. That should be good enough. You set a pun so terrible your husband came into the room to show me his fullest reaction.
I bake the bread. What a good baker.
He's a great baker. He's making a single circuit PC. Showed me a pic of the internal components put together. Ask him what the PC's motherboard was. I don't know enough about computers to understand the joke, but I assume a single circuit PC doesn't have a motherboard. Look at how stretched he is right now. Ooh, he's stretching. Just give me slow blinkies. Hello. Me too. Look at his fingies. Yeah, flex them. Flex those fingies. Go again, go again. No? You're not gonna flex the fingies? I need to cut your nails, dude. They're menacing. Give me a fingy flex. It's not gonna do it. Oh. You sleep. Single circuit PCs are small, smaller than the bean. A computer for cats. A skeleton cow. It is indeed furry, in the very literal sense. Oh, you know what? You know what? I said this was a trick, but no. This is actually my Fursona, but this is not the Fursona. The Fursona is the virus that is gonna infect this dog. You'd say, no, Fursonas are only supposed to be of living things. And I'll argue that viruses are living things. In a way, kinda. It's not really agreed upon. But it's not truly dead or alive with a secret third thing. But I can still make a Fursona of it. No bean, no googly eyes for you. No googly eyes. He's trying to get the googly eyes. Nope. Release that. Come over here. Look, bean. He loves the googlies, look at that. Is Bean bilingual? Did you talk to him both in Spanish and English? I guess so. It's ripped to the ground. You can't have the googlies. Those are for me. I'll let you have a taste. Maybe a little nibble at them, but I'm gonna hide them now. Friend is a zombie? I assume you mean the Fursona is a zombie, right? That's true. If a Fursona can be a zombie, I can have a virus Fursona. Okay, let's try to fill this in with fluff. For now, we're gonna need an actual ear, but for now I want just a base I can use. You said it was gonna be furry. Spike proteins aren't fur. Well, maybe not to you, but to me they are. They carry on the spirit of fur. Bean. No? He's trying to find the googlies, but he doesn't know they're hidden. Come over here. No. Oh, okay. He's just gonna hide on. He's just gonna lay on my tablet. Do you want to do art, Bean? It's been on Bean Camp. There he is, my boy. A giant microbe plush. Oh, you actually need the black fur, that line going back there. So let's use that. Bean? Little Bean, you want to do art? Is it art time? I think he's excited for art right now. Let's see if I'm right. No? Are you going, Bean? Okay, come over. Bean? Look. Okay, so what I'm doing here is no cable biting. What I'm doing right now is, yeah, there he goes. It's Bean art time. Whoa, that's the other way, Bean. Shh. Bean? Hey, don't attack me. He's going wild. Shh, no cables, no cables. Unhand that at once. Ouch. Oh my gosh. He's going wild. Oh shit. That was a good stroke.
It's a dog in profile.
It is a dog profile. Bean. Shh. That's my phone. No, you can't have my phone. Come on. No? Okay. That was me. Bean is gone. That means he's finished with his piece. So this is what we got. Very interesting piece today. So yeah, it started to look like a dog in profile, but now we got this whole thing. So I feel like that calls for a different interpretation, perhaps. I do see something in profile here, but I'm trying to make out what it says, what it means. Oh, a dragon. I could see that, yeah. Here's, alright, get a bigger brush. Dragon, some horns, perhaps. Eyes. A face. And up here is a wing. Kind of folded up. Right? Kind of has like more Batwing vibes. And this is, I think it's just the arm that's kind of folded into the wing. You know, the arm would kind of go inside here. I don't really know the anatomy of this dragon, but... And this seems like a little tail, perhaps. We don't see the hind limbs, but... It's a pretty good interpretation. But as usual, with Bean's art, it is abstract. Jenna! Hello, Jenna. How's your stream? We're looking at the ultimate art of a kitty. This is Bean's beautiful latest piece. How's everybody doing? What is my Fursona? I'm gonna explain the Fursona thing in a second. But yeah, first I wanted y'all to see the art that Bean made. Basically, Bean loves playing around with the pen. So when he's playful like that, and he's laying on top of my tablets, I will put up a couple a couple layers for him to paint on, so he can do his own art. Top of mine. Bean is an artist. Like this is pretty incredible. We're actually thinking of interpretations for this piece, and my interpretation here is a little dragon. So there's like its face, and there's a wing here, a little tail. He's a great artist, y'all. Okay. How was your stream, Jenna? The new Picasso, indeed. Anyway, today I have baited everybody into thinking I'm making a Fursona. What I'm actually making is technically would count in the definition of furry, but in a very twisted way. So a furry is an anthropomorphized animal, right? Anthropo meaning human, morphos meaning shape. You know, it's a human-shaped animal. What we're doing is a body horror concept or idea I've had for a long time. It is a virus that infects a host, let's say a human, right? And as it does, it mixes up its DNA with ours, which is a real thing. And in the process, it kind of steals a little bit of our DNA from the cells that it infected and carries it on to the next generation of viruses. So if the virus then gets spread to an animal, this animal will suddenly, you know, the virus will again mix up its DNA, which now includes human DNA, into the animal. And in some circumstances, this can cause a cancer. But now this cancer has human DNA in it for like a completely random part of your DNA. It could be the part that makes your liver or your eyes or your hands. And this tumor will grow with, in this case, what the literal one we're going to make right now. I'm going to remove this hand here. This is going to be our base experiment here. There's going to be a tumor growing out of this poor puppy's face with human fingers coming out of it. So yes, it is a very literal interpretation of what a furry is, but it is technically a furry. And if you want to ask what my fursona is, the fursona is actually the virus. Veterinary horror, exactly. Got a bot! At least the bot said, hello, sorry to bother you. Sorry for bothering you. Okay, bye bots. Teratomasona. Hello, Bean. No, you can't come in. No, you can't bite cables. Nope. And for those who rated with Jenna, come in, Bean. Bean. Check this guy out. This is the artists of the day. Bean, we're looking at your art. It's actually really beautiful. I love the dragon you did. Yeah, that was great. You're the best artist of the two. We all know this. He is beautiful. I tell him this every day. You want to come up on my shoulders, Bean? Are you still trying to? So I pulled out a little baggie with googly eyes, because I glue googly eyes to my headphones, and Bean has been obsessed with it. So he's trying to find it. He doesn't know I've actually hid it, so he can't find it. But he's still trying. If someone was hypothetically drawing a Weevil persona, would you prefer... Oh, careful. Would you prefer a more Weevil-like or more human-like body? With a Weevil-y head, either way. I'd say somewhere, like, probably closer to human, but Weevil-y. if that makes any sense. And gotta have the 6 limbs. Body plan weevil, but shape human. The snack that smiles back. Oh, you've seen the fish that have teeth? I've eaten those. They're really common around here, and they're very commonly eaten. And they're called viejas, which literally translates to old ladies. Very strange. Anyway, Queermint, PhD Discworld, thank you guys for the follows. Oh yeah, and for the new folks, I do forget the most important bits. We do Photoshop here. So we're just mashing pictures together. That is what I do. Oh, yeah, and I'll repeat it because there's a bunch of new folks that came in since I said it. Did you guys see the Book of Bill announcement? I hope you did. If you didn't, let me show you. Because there's some teaser pics. So, if you didn't know, after the TV show Gravity Falls, Alex Hirsch, who's the creator, came up with a book based on the show. And now, many, many years later, more than 10 years later, after the show ended, there's a second book coming called The Book of Bill, written from the perspective of the villain of the show, Bill Cipher, who you've probably seen, if not on the show directly, as a weird Tumblr sexy man for a while. That was strange. But I have worked on the Book of Bill, and I've made 26 pictures. That's on a quick count. It might actually be a little more than that, because some of them are like double pictures and stuff, but about 26 pictures and 3 full pages on top of that. Here are just like a few little teasers of the stuff I've made. Aliens. These are just like crops, small crops of larger images. It's me. That's my face that I twisted into a horrible shape. Look at me. Aren't I beautiful? Book should arrive by Friday on your end? Hell yeah. I still don't have it, because I live in the Canary Islands and everything takes months to get here, so I might have it in the future, hopefully, if it doesn't get lost. But it should be coming my way, hopefully. Oh, it is coming. That's a funny thing. It is actually like, I asked Alex if he could order it directly, like from the providers themselves, from the printers, and so he very kindly did and sent me one, but that was before I moved, so it's going to my old address, which is one of the reasons I don't want to end up too angry with my old landlords, because I want them to pick up this book for me. I don't want them to steal it. That was Rasputin, yes. Also, if you didn't see, I'll also say this while we're on the topic. I've also been making all the teasers that have been going up on this Twitter account, Oregon Parks Department. You've been seeing the pictures going up here. All the, there's videos, but all the static pictures, there's on mine. So if you didn't see the story, it's, little just little announcements made by this park ranger, and slowly starts coming across these weird ominous messages that count down, and each of the messages is like in a different way. Sometimes it's litter that happens to be arranged in Bill's shape, or a power outage that kills like exactly the neon signs that spell a message, flock of birds, mosquitoes biting, But yeah, now as we got close to to the um, the actual date, uh, our ranger Gus, he found the book. And this the pages I edited, and he keeps trying to get rid of it, but it keeps coming back to him, so he finally decides to burn it. But when he picks up the remains of the book, the ashes spell. You shouldn't have done that. This is another one I did. Oh, also, this is for those who get the book. Each of these is from a page of the book that I worked on, that there's one image of mine in, at least. And or like some full pages too with my work on them. And yeah, you can go into the book and try to find them all. This is from the cover, so I'll give you that one. But yeah, after that, the last thing we've seen is you shouldn't have done that, and then a completely black image with no text. So we don't know what's up with Gus now. But I bet we'll see more of him later. Imagine them stealing your book and getting really confused about what it's about. That would be a really funny way to lose a book, or to get a book stolen. Hey Anna. Justice for Gus. Justice. Okay, so right now I'm hiding this hand, because this is obviously a picture of a dog being pet and enjoying it very much. And that's lovely, but you want to make this dog look like it's in pain. So we're gonna keep this hand as if it's, you know, somebody's holding the dog's face to take this photo. And then we're gonna fill this in. I don't care about like the texture being a little bit shitty or repeating here too much, because we're gonna fill in this bit with the tumor, so we can actually just gonna copy the doggy, and maybe we can use a bit of this fur. Why are you hurting the dog? I'm making a Fursona. This involves hurting the dog. Digitally, no dogs are being hurt. Yeah, I can't wait to see people's reaction to this, because I've fucked up a bunch of humans before for my art. But a dog, it's like when a movie kills like 10,000 humans, you don't bat an eye, but then a dog dies, and it's the saddest thing.
This involves hurting the dog.
Don't take me out of context. God damn it. Not hurting any dogs. I love dogs and puppies. And every single animal in the world.
I am legend hurt me is so much of that. Ah.
movies that kill dogs are evil, and I guess we are playing into that too. Whoops. Okay, we have a nice base. Now my idea is to have... Oh wait, we don't have a nice base. We're missing an ear. So we need an ear. And then I think the tumor is going to fill in this bit here. I want it to be around the mouth and nose where it pops up, because this would be like a respiratory tumor, or respiratory virus, sorry. So it would come in through the breathing holes, and it would settle down somewhere in the mucosa. So it could be ears, it could technically be possibly the ears, but it could be the nose, the throat, the mouth. That would be generally where it would land, and eventually where a tumor would develop. The dog's in the thing, yeah. Okay, we're gonna look for ears for this puppy. So let's just look for husky. Let's try to find one in the same angle, more or less. So kind of from below. Although, you know, dog ears have a lot of mobility. So we can technically do something, you know, a pretty different angle, you know, it might work. So let's say this one, for example. What we're gonna do is we're gonna close into the center, to the corner here, hit select subjects, and this will allow us to only select the ear. Saves us a couple of seconds. Hey Maxwell. Yeah, the Jesties are here. Or some Jesties. I think this angle might work. Can't wait to see my new favorite Fursona. Oh, you're gonna love this. I'm very sorry for like the actual furries who came into stream expecting a Fursona and are gonna get a nasty tumor, but well, not gonna get a tumor, they're gonna see. Don't worry, you are safe as always as a viewer of this stream. I will not give you horrible diseases. Yet. Oh yeah, no, that tool, that's a really cool tool, but for using pictures directly, you need to make sure that they are in the public domain or under a CC license or something like that. So pages for like references are better for drawing because you're not using the picture directly, but not for this, unfortunately. Whoever watches the stream for the least amount of time gets a tumor. One lucky viewer is getting a fictional disease tonight. Will it be you? Stay tuned. Fixing up the edges. This picture is a little bit noisier from the base one we're using, but it'll probably be fine. Because we're gonna add a larger noise in this probably at the end. It's gonna blend in. Look under your chairs. You get a fictional disease. You get a fictional disease. This song makes your bird chirp? Hell yeah, bird music. This song goes out to all the birds watching tonight. Winnie was such a good girl and didn't bark at any of the dogs who passed us today. Is that Rainbow Tail Dog? Good girl, Winnie. I mean, do you guys think animals would get scared of veterinary horror? Show this to your dog. Well, when it's done, you show it to your dog. See what happens. Val's next career is Smooth Night radio host for birds. Any cockatoos in the audience? Got any shoebills? This one goes out to all the owls. I'll show it to my cat and nothing will happen because she doesn't perceive screams. Hey, Bean perceives screams. Oh, I tricked him so hard the other day. Okay, so you see there's a window right behind here. So when the blinds are closed, you know, the window will reflect, obviously, because there's dark outside. And the other day, like the window, like the blinds were mostly closed, but the window was a little bit like ajar in a way that if Bean was like on top of the table, he could see my screen reflected there. And I was playing some video about, I don't know, playing something on YouTube, and there was movement on the screen, and Bean started freaking out, looking out the window because he believed, you know, he saw the screen's reflection on the window, and he thought there was like a little guy running around. It was, it wasn't someone playing Bloodborne, because I've been playing Bloodborne, and so I was looking something up. I was seeing like there's a little Bloodborne guy running around, and Bean was looking at the screen, like at the window outside, thinking the little Bloodborne was right outside our door. And so I saw that he was like perking up like that. And I Googled a video, you know, one of those videos for cats. And it's a camera looking at a bunch of seeds, and a bunch of birds are coming in to eat the seeds, right? So it's just like birds flying up and down and eating. And Bean, he straight up looked at that for 20 minutes uninterrupted. He's so interested. Bean boozled. A little Bloodborne implies it's like a goblin sighting. Just a little Bloodborne. As a treat. Okay, so this edge here sucks. I'm gonna do something here. Oh. Wait, it's this minus this. There we go. Okay, so using this mask and the hair tool, should hopefully be able to get a more interesting edge. Ken, thank you for the follow. Where's the bean tonight? He is. Are you bean? Come on over. Oh, you missed him doing bean art before. He did some beautiful art of the dragon, possibly. Where's the base of this song from? That's from Zelda. I think Ocarina. Yeah, it's like the Lost Woods in Ocarina, I believe. Okay, now we have a more hair-shaped edge. So we got our doggy, and now it's time for the tumor. My face goes completely red when you do the selection thing. Oh yeah, when I do this. That's true. I mean, I could make it different colors. It's just red by default, but make it green. Make it blue. I think I like blue. Let's change it to blue. That's fun. Tomato vow. And now it's time for the tumor. I really do say things sometimes. Okay. So, yeah, I was thinking somewhere around here. Already got the ear down. And my idea is sort of a central, like, circular, like a bump comes out of here. And then there's fingers coming out of like different angles. They're like half-formed fingers, right? They're not quite fully adult looking fingers. Maybe we can use babies. We can find little baby hands and use that. And some of them are connected together in the shape that, you know, it might look like it's starting to form a hand, but it's not quite there. Bean, no crying. Good. He gave me a slow blink.
Baby can boot adult pinky.
A single adult pinky. Been watching on Twitter for a while. Feel like you could do some great work for World of Darkness RPG. Oh, I got an RPG that I'm working on. If you want to check that out, it's called Dreadfarer. Gotta hype you up in streams today. People are excited about Bill Safford book. Tell them about the TTRPG. Okay, I will tell them about the TTRPG. Already talked about the Book of Bill. So let me tell you guys about Dreadfarer. It's something I'm working on, and I'll show you the Kickstarter. It is. Oh. I guess I'm seeing the edited or the editing version. Whoops. Anyway, um, it's a solo journaling TTRPG. So basically, a game where you take a little journal, an empty book, and you fill it. It's kind of like an assisted writing exercise, you could call it. It where you create a character and you put it in this world, and we give you a bunch of places and weird artifacts to find, and then situations that you can be found in. So that play kind of like a choose your own adventure with dice, and combining all those three, you create your little story, and you travel a weird land called Lemuria, full of weird places and cursed artifacts that you gather along the way. And you write your book. You can be, you know, just a journal that you're writing on your way, or it can be the first draft to your next adventure novel if that's your character, or it can be letters that you're writing to a family member that's back in the mainland, back in the continent, and you're um, writing letters to them. It can be many different things. Can we be playing with more than one person? Yes, we have an optional multiplayer mode where you can basically just play it with two people. You're sharing the prompts for the places and situations and stuff. But when it comes time to do roles, let's say, you're in a situation where you're slipping down while scaling up mountain, and you're falling down. You both got to roll for that, and maybe one of them can get hurt and the other doesn't. There can be different situations where you got to share your items. It does add some interplay between the characters. The D&D group would eat this the fuck up. Hell yeah, gotta show it to them. But yeah, that's Dreadfarer. Right now, it's already been funded, as you can see on Kickstarter, and we went quite over the goal. Initial goal was £2,000. We went to 12,000. It's in pounds because Neonderwald, who's the one making it with me, is British, and he's the one handling the Kickstarter side of things. So yeah, I will let you know where you can get the book once it is available for purchase as well. But yeah, keep an eye out on my socials and you will know. Anyway, that's sort of what I'm thinking for the tumor. Maybe it's like individual fingers, or maybe it's like more of a formed hand. Like not fully well shaped and stuff. But there's a hand that's kind of poking out like this. Oh, see you, Rose. Didn't see you say bye. Oh yeah, the emoticons on Twitch suck. I hate that you can't do like a simple smiley face. Oh yeah, it can be more of a fully formed hand, maybe, but with like extra fingers. Kind of an AI hand. But it sort of has the general shape of a hand instead of being a blob with fingers. What do you guys think? What do you guys think would be better? I think the fully formed hand as a base would maybe be more striking. Did you ever save? Yeah, I've been saving. You can always see it. You can see Control S up there if I ever save. Yeah, what do you guys think? The more shapeless blobby thing, or full hand. Blob will look more infectious. It looks like others. I mean, you gotta imagine each of these as a finger. I'm just can't be bothered to draw them. Mostly formed hands surrounded by blob. It could be somewhere in the middle, but we gotta start with one concept. Chest divided. Okay, I'm gonna start pulling out images and we'll improvise. That's usually the best way. It's rather than thinking of things in the void. Okay, is this an empty layer that I have lying around? Yep. Okay, let's look for baby hands. Because we're looking for these tiny little fingers. So I think baby hand could be the best base. Like, you know, it would probably have, realistically, it would probably have fur, but I'm gonna go with the more interesting image of a fully human hand sort of growing, even if it's less realistic. Oh, this part is blurry as hell. Telling your friends about it and they're already interested. Is there an estimated time date for release? Not yet. It's coming along, but there's still a bit to do. I'm hoping by the end of summer it's already like done or very close to. The later Book of Bill teasers that I've been doing have pushed it a little bit further, unfortunately. When it's ready, yeah. We did scope creep this game quite a bit. Like, it started as a smaller thing, but then we started coming up with cool ideas, and the game grew. Oh, this was kind of a coincidence of how the layer was placed. It kind of feels like the fingers are grabbing into the mouth, and I like that. Like, I'm imagining the fingers kind of growing everywhere and moving around just at random, with like random electrical signals. And they just clench and grab the poor dog's mouth. This dog's gonna be fucked up. Bet chat it will. Baby toes. Those look even more like not fully formed fingers. Since I completely missed the Kickstarter, will be available upon release? We'll probably put it up in some online store but we haven't chosen where. It'll probably self-hosted somewhere, or like Gumroad or one of those. We'll see. Just somewhere where we can put up the button to buy, and then we'll handle all the logistics of it. Okay. More toes. And other regular things that I say during streams.
On get zombie from my brotherhood.
My brotherhood. I do be saying stuff from time to time. I'm trying to find, oh, this. Fingers that are kind of pointing upwards towards us. Okay. Let's see. Got a few hands to start with. And I'm not going to use like a mass of fully formed hands. I think what I'll do is I'll choose like 1 or 2 fingers from each. And combine them like that. Song sounds like the start of Love Like You. That's Rideau Village. Best song in Breath of the Wild. Or technically, I think it's older than Breath of the Wild. That's where I heard it. Don't recall which game it was in first. Wind Waker, okay, makes sense. I never played Wind Waker. I only played the sequel to it, Phantom Hourglass, for the DS. That was I think that was the first Zelda game I played. It's actually quite good. But it's kind of unplayable without a DS, because it uses the gimmick, the touchscreen gimmick a lot. Hey Bean. What's up? Come over. Come over. Hey. Hey Bean. Vamos. It's grumpy today. DS emulators for your phone. There is a puzzle where you need to close the DS. I wonder how that'll be done on a phone. I'm so tired, but you must stay strong. You can go to sleep, Argo, or do you got something important? Okay. This is starting to feel more like the blob I first drew, but you can see like individual hands within, so I feel like it works. I hate these toes. Have a button to close the S. That solves it then. I'm gonna keep the folds here in the palm. I like those. They're good. Oh, more toes. I think I'll keep this. Will you stop being grumpy and come over? Hey. Hey. Grumpy boy. Okay, this is coming together, I think. This bit in the back, this one feels too much like a full hand. I think we need another one or a couple other fingers just to cover that bit. Hi, little man. Are you walking around? He's being mysterious today. Yeah, Dance with the Dead is really good. And it's cool that they allow their music to be used on Twitch. Oh, how about some curled up fingers like this? I just had a thought of like the mother of one of these babies, like whoever these hands belong to, realizing or learning that their baby's hands have been used for Photoshop horror. I mean, like they put the picture in the public domain, so that's what'll happen. But I wonder if they would have thought of that possible use. Like your baby's fingers are now part of a dog tumor. You wanna go out, Bean? Okay. Since he puked before, gotta let him go out. In case he's sick again. Maybe that's why he's being grumpy. We'll see. One of the problems with having my hair so long is that it keeps getting stuck in, like, between the headphones when I put them on and pulls on them. Okay, got a good old mass of fingers. I don't know if we can add any more. I might make this bigger though. Just take the whole thing and enlarge it a little. So yeah, we ended up going for more blob, but I feel like it's still recognizably human hands and fingers. So that's what we're going for, so that's good. Now, we need some kind of transition between the tumor bits and the dog bits. Something that makes it feel like, it makes it clear that it's all part of the same body. That these have grown out of the dog. Also need to match the colors, which is why I'm desaturating everything a little bit. Because that'll just help color. Also, I feel like we need some kind of gross texture to put on top of the whole tumor bit. To make it feel more like a gross growth. Oh, good night, Capri. Hope Bean gets better. Yeah, he probably just ate too much or something. He'll be fine. Okay, let me go to my gross textures. Let me see what I can get. I mean, we can get this actual tumor. Or we could get this burnt soup or spoiled soup that has like a bacterial mat on top. Just makes for a very cool texture. Is the husky or a malamute? I have no clue. You know as much as me. Or we could use this. The gross skin on turkeys. It's always a good gross texture. Also got canned meats. Canned meat actually, that was pretty dope. Corned beef. You and your fleshy lumps. Oh, you. Always with your fleshy lumps. You know how I am. I'm guilty. Okay, let's try canned meats. Your high school English teacher was chased several miles by a turkey. It's a good workout. Like creating a creature, but what if it was lumpy? It's always a question you gotta ask yourself. Every time you make anything. Consider lumps. And yeah, this could help be the transition between dog and non-dog. Have a lumpy night. Yeah, have a lumpy night yourself, Anna. Thanks for popping in. Oh, ESB. I guess I got a lot of images. Let me delete the other jog pics. That should do it. I'm gonna have a second meat texture. I'm gonna use for under these fingers. Well, we kind of lost the ripples, like the palm. Wonder if I should re-add that. Maybe like this? Yeah. Fursona in una sauna, Fursona in una sauna. What's the idea here? Okay, so this is a virus that, when spreading from host to host, it will sometimes accidentally steal a little bit of the host's DNA and transmit that to the next one. So if it just infected a human and happened to steal the gene, the little bit of the DNA that codes making fingers, it then spreads to a dog, and the dog is pretty unlucky and gets a tumor from this virus. The tumor will now be full of copies of DNA that say make fingers, make fingers, make fingers. So it will start growing fingers uncontrollably. Fursona. Now the Fursona is actually the virus, even though I tricked you all into thinking it was going to be a dog, but it's actually a little virus. Let's see. Let's draw the virus so now. I mean, I could do the typical like spider-like ones, where there's like a little gemstone-looking bits with all the DNA inside, and there's like a body. And here's where it injects things. And then it has like little leggies. that it uses to attach to things. But despite what popular culture claims, this is not what most viruses look like. These are just, they're called phages from bacteriophages. If you know a little bit of Latin, you know where this is going. These guys, they only eat bacteria, or only targets bacteria. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Have you ever seen a representation of a virus attacking a human and it looks like this? You have been misled. These, and I mean, they look cool as hell, granted, but not realistic. It would make sense that a Val would have a pathogen, so now that's true. My signature in the virus. It's so small, you need a microscope to see the signature. This is that shit that the thumbs from Spy Kids. Oh my god. I always was creeped out by those guys. Those minions are the proteins. That's great. Oh, have a good sleep, Hammy. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, what if I had this on overlay? It's too red. Maybe overlay with grayscale? Not sure. Yeah, maybe this. I'm gonna make a group with the thingies. What's my Fursona's name? Not come up with one yet. So if you got any suggestions, I will hear them. I feel like the Fursona's name would just be the entire virus name. Like straight up just a scientific name. Yeah, very long code. I like that's happened. Valdevia sarcoma. That's good too. These soft lines. It's more subtle. Not sure yet. How about Alvin? Do you have any reasoning for Alvin? Or is it just a name you like? Continuation on lycanthrope? Oh, very much not. I will continue that someday. Today's not that. Oh, thank God for canned meat. It makes for a great tumor texture. Alvin has VAL. That's true. There's an Adventure Time episode where the code phrase is Alvin's hot juice box. I have seen that very recently, actually. Okay, let me get the whole thing. There we go. Put it onto a group. Call it tumor. Whenever there's a word with an O and a U, I never know which way to spell it. I keep changing from American to British spellings and vice versa. I'm wildly inconsistent. But I get to do that because I'm neither, so I can make up whatever spelling of words I want. Sivo is not a word, it's just a very virusy name. It does feel virusy, yeah. English is your first language and you still switch a lot. Yeah, you can do that too. No rules. Language is more fun like that. And I mean that because in Spanish, there are rules, and there's a whole organization tasked with coming up with the rules, and nobody cares about that. Except for like really pedantic people. They forgot that all words are made up, exactly. Words aren't real. Let's just have fun. Okay, one issue, especially with the textures, is that these fingers are kind of blurry. So it feels like they shouldn't be textured. So, you know, they're moving a bit. So the texture would get blurred out as well. How do I come up with names for fictional diseases? They come to me. I don't know. I've studied medicine, so I know enough diseases to make up words that sound disease-like. I'll often use a real thing as a base. But not always. Sometimes just taking two Latin words and smashing them together, creating a new word. Really bad for this dog. Don't worry. Your dog is fine. He's just being pet by his 15 fingers. Ultimate petting machine. Can give himself scritches, exactly. See, that's the kind of positive thinking we need. Will this dog be able to live a normal life with the virus? I feel like these wouldn't be like super dangerous tumors for the most part. Honestly, now HPV can be quite dangerous, so yeah, you would need to remove that tumor quickly. So I was thinking of teratomas, which are benign, but it is based on HPV. Which is a lot more aggressive. Do you think Bean is ready to come back? Hold on. Let me see if Bean is not here. Gotta check if he's in the kitchen trying to lick plates again. Just coming over. Very slowly. Come over, Bean. Yeah. Come. Hello. Yeah. He's purring. Oh my god, he's purring so loud. Hold on. You hear that? Oh. He's the loudest purrer. Good purrs. Oh wait, that's Bean Cam. His holy song. Oh, he wants more. He wants more cuddles. Of course you do. Come over. Jump on. Whoop. The kisser. Here's the kisser. Okay, what could I use for a sort of transition state between the tumor and the fur? Oh, you wanna go already? You wanna go already? Or you just wanna... Yeah, you just wanted to get up. Got bean hair in my nose. What? Oh, little nose kiss. What you wanna do? You gotta decide. You gotta decide. You can't just stay up here standing. Why are you standing here? Okay, sure. I guess you can stand there, but be careful. Get good balance. Okay. Oh, and he asks for more. Oh, this guy. Really unstoppable. Unstoppable levels of love. I would commit several war crimes for him. Bean, your army awaits you. Command them. Command them to destroy your enemies. He has no enemies. That's the problem. There's nobody to destroy. Because everybody loves Bean. Who wouldn't? Look at this guy. Look at him. He's falling asleep. He's falling asleep on my arms. Hold on. I'm gonna give him his favorite scratches. Oh yeah. Right there. Pure enjoyment. He likes strong scratches on his neck. Don't you? Oh yeah, that's where you don't get to. Oh yeah. See, being there out your service. He's reading chat right now. What are you doing to this dog? This is a cat, first of all. And I'm scratching him. There you go, Bean. Puff, puff. I got hairs. Bean hair everywhere. Help. keys. Nope, bean. No fighting cables. My dude. It's a cable I was using to charge my phone. Silly boy. Hold on. You took the charger out. There it is. He's a very funny looking Binturong. There's a bean hair in my eye. That's great. Okay, so what I'm thinking next is coming up with some sort of like border or intersection between the tumor and the hair. Something that feels better than just a soft edge like this. I'm thinking maybe using part of the mouth, which does have a natural, no, the lips here have a natural transition between those two textures. So maybe that could work. Let's see. It's like about here. Let's say it's not really a smooth transition, but I like the texture here, to be honest. Maybe if I just add a little bit of the color. It should be brighter too. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good match. That's nice. Okay, what else? Do you guys think we need a couple more fingers right in the middle here? Kind of feels like there's an empty area right here because that's the palm of this hand. We could add like a few other fingers. Maybe just a couple like this or something. We'll make it a sort of a more pure mass of fingers. As opposed to something a little bit more informal. Maybe this more unplanned structure works better. Oh yeah, we were just talking about Zelda Phantom Hourglass. There's a song from it. This game went hard. What about these toes here? Don't really do that much. Not that any finger here does anything, but that'll add much to the image, is what I meant. Bean hairs. This is what happens when I kiss him so much. But I will never stop doing it. Even if I sneeze a million times. Because I keep breathing in his airs. Thanks for the safe reminder. PSB. How big is this? Oh, it's decently big. There we go. Now it's a much smaller document. Honestly, not too far from the sketch. Except we did get these fingers to grab onto his poor dog's mouth. Still feel like it pops out too much. Maybe what we need is some little strands that kind of go out, stretch outwards, and make it feel like it's expanding. Maybe that's what this thing needs. Actually, I can probably use the canned meat for a couple of these. Me. No. Scratch just stuff that he shouldn't. God, I don't know English today. Stream? Yes, stream. What do you mean, Maxwell? His stream crashed for you? It was good on my end. Must be your internet, Maxwell. Although, wait, Maxwell probably can't hear me. Final comments end too. Okay, it must be Maxwell's end. Network had a hiccup. Yeah, no worries. Glad you're back. I was worried my stream had died again after yesterday, but thankfully all is good. Me? No, you don't scratch that. Stop looking at it. So how about this to sort of expand outwards? It has died on a few streamers you watched in the last couple of weeks. It must be Twitch having a normal one again. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll try another one that goes up. Let me try other modes here. Multiply. That's not bad. Just gonna manage to integrate these little strands that poke out with the edges we had before. That's pretty good. Hmm. Remember to hydrate, everybody. Hi, Bean. Hey. Hello. You're a little screamer today. What's up with you? You're tickling my nose. You're tickling my nose with your whiskers, dude. Rude. No, okay, it's not rude. Okay, there we go. I said rude and he immediately stopped. Oh, careful, Bean, Bean, Bean. What did he do? Oh god. He just created a million layers. It's like, let's cause some destruction today. There's Bean. I think it's the color, maybe. Okay, let me take the whole thing. I feel like that's closer to the dog's tones. That's maybe a little better. Perhaps he wants to art. I don't know. Are you up for it, Bean? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I want to see what this looks like with filters. 'Cause I feel like that's going to smooth a lot of stuff over. because we need to smooth everything enough that the ear doesn't stick out. Which I think we're good on. Like it's a very, very bright image. So we can probably stand to reduce the exposure quite a bit. Get some contrast with the background too. Balsamic chicken and roasted onions and potatoes sounds very good. Had some cucumbers with a yogurt sauce and pistachios. Hold on, I got a picture of it. Looked really cute. I'll just show you on my phone the shitty way. How's my dinner? Oh, here. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, it's having a hard time actually focusing on the phone. But you can kind of see. There it is, it's cucumbers. Me showing me photos of my dinner, like a grandpa showing his grandsons. It was very yummy. You saved some for us? No. I ate it all. Bean, you're going too far from the camera. Okay, I feel like the tumor itself needs a little bit more shape. So I feel like maybe we either fill it in with fingers, or we create a sort of more full hand here in the center, which we already kind of have. But we sort of fill that up. Make that a little bit bigger, kind of more of a prominent part of the composition. Let me find other fingers, because these are kind of blurry. I don't know if I love them. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find baby fingers that are reaching out towards us. this. Kind of hard. Most of them that we see from the front, like these ones, they're just bent like this, which I guess baby fingers tend to be. Get bean hair in my mustache. It keeps tickling my nose. Oh, look at this evil claw. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if I'll use it, but... Okay, this is the one we got. That was kind of blurry. That's kind of what we were aiming for. This crying baby, maybe? No, it's too blurry again. Dang. The paleopathology for this kind of growth? Are there fossils of similar stuff? I guess it would have been around for a long time. It would probably be pretty rare to find a fossil with it. And when they do find a fossil of, you know, a dog or a wolf with fingers of a different species next to its mouth, probably misidentify it as the dog just ate some fingers. Crying baby versus the fractal phenomenon. Hi, Borango. Okay, thankfully pictures of babies are really common. So there's a lot we can scroll through. So we better find what we're looking for. Okay, this one's not bad. A nice pose. This massive fingers already looks like could we use it as the base for the tumor? God damn it! Look at this. They're painted, but like still pretty good. Although I do love the idea that someone would paint the nails of this tumor. hardest picture baby dropping a cookie I've ever fucking seen. Getting no luck with this search. Hard ass baby pics. Got some decent one of toes. That one hand. Puppy, what you doing here? We're starting to get unrelated results. Like puppies and animals. Oh no. It's no good. Feel free to screenshot this hard ass baby pic. Okay, that's already unrelated photos. No luck finding that specific angle of hand? It's very strange, especially with the amount of them we have. We do have this one, which is pretty good. We hit it with select. Do you have ice cream? Can you save some for me? Cookies and cream or chocolate almond? Chocolate almond sounds good. Oh, thanks for the save reminder. No ice cream for me since I didn't share my dinner. God damn it. I know that would come to bite me in the ass. If we keep that as a central hand. And we keep all 5 fingers. You can have 5 fingers as a treat. Whoa. I also did like this one quite a bit. But honestly, we already kind of have a good bundle of hands. So I don't know if this will really be useful. How about that? This color isn't doing shit. Oh wait, it's because of this. Okay. heck am I drawing? I'm not drawing much, but it is a tumor. Yeah, it makes animals grow human parts, and vice versa. Like if it affected your dog before you might grow some dog parts at random. Do you think we can trick a veterinarian with this one? I've tricked doctors, but not veterinarians yet. I needed to fill my bingo card.